Hey, fun fact for you. The teams that we cheer for have a combined record of 0-3 following the flight back home for you. So don't book flights in May or June, October, or February is what I'm hearing. Stanley Cup playoffs, baseball. What happens in February? You know, the Jets, like the Super Bowl. Oh, that's so cute. You think that they're like ever gonna make it to there. Hi, I'm Weston. I love talking about the Rangers, and I'm here to talk about Game 61 of the regular season, where the Rangers lose 4-3 in the shootout to the Toronto Maple Leafs. And yeah, not the best way to return home. So I missed a good bit of time, missed a lot of really good games for the New York Rangers, missed like 15 Matt Rempe fights. Return home, and I didn't see a win, but I did at least get to see the heavyweight fight we had all been waiting all week for, so small victories. My thoughts of this game in a nutshell are that is a bummer you lost. By God, I want Leafs first round. And that is not because I think they're bad or because, oh, I want to get back at this team. That was just a really, really exciting game. The last game the Rangers had against the Leafs was a really, really exciting game. First game, not so much, but man, oh man, what a first round matchup that would be, or second round matchup, any round. I would just love a Rangers-Leafs playoff round because that is going to be can't miss hockey. Speaking of can't miss, to talk about the Rangers offense in this game, I thought they looked really good. The second line is world eating. I thought Panarin had like a bad game, and he still had 2 points. He still had quite a few shots. Artemi Panarin had a couple of really good chances in this game. But that's the beauty of this second line, is even when the best player on the Rangers right now, even when maybe one of the top 5 players in the league right now, it has a bad night, they still get 3 goals out of that second line, or 2 depending on how you want to look at it because of the third goal coming with the empty net. It's so good, man. It's so good. The first goal was Alexis Lafreniere with an unreal snipe to make it 1-0 Rangers. The second goal came off of a nice tic-tac-toe play. Panarin to Laffy over to Trocheck. Beautiful patience on that play by Lafreniere. And now you're reaching that part of Lafreniere's game. And obviously Trocheck had a really good game, and I will give him flowers in a second here on the next goal. Dude, Lafreniere now getting to that point where you have to fear his shot is unlocking new levels of Alexis Lafreniere. Because in games previous or years past, Samsonov probably could have played the shot. He just could have. But you've got to respect Lafreniere's shot now. It's been very deadly. It's been very threatening, especially as of late. And he doesn't get to. He has to play it honestly. And Trocheck's able to beat him off of a beautiful feed from Lafreniere. And then with about a minute left, the Rangers, another beautiful play. Lafreniere, beauteous pass over to a snapper from Trocheck to fire it home and tie it with a minute to go at 3 apiece. I was happy with Trocheck last season in the regular season. His playoff, offensively speaking, and by the numbers, had much to be desired. I thought he was what you were hoping for in terms of annoying player in the playoffs, but I wasn't exactly thrilled with him last season. But that being said, especially when it came to the playoffs, I wasn't happy with anyone who wasn't named Igor Shesterkin, so the bar was... I was not singling out Vincent Trocheck. This season, he has been everything you want out of the type of player Trocheck is. He is electric offensively. He is wonderful with the face-off dot. He can score quite a few goals. He's got 22 now on the season, and he's just a pest along the boards. His game come playoff time, especially with the whole team being just on this heater, in good vibes. The playoff run is going to be fun, I hope. I really, really hope. But Trocheck this season, I think, is poised to go into and have a much better playoff than he did last year. That being said, again, I think that can be said with the majority of the team. So that's all the well, good, happy stuff about the game. What about the other part of the game? Well, the Rangers' defense was not great. I did not watch any of the games while I was gone. Didn't hear wonderful things about the defense. Heard a lot of great things about Igor Shesterkin. Saw some great things from Igor Shesterkin. But great saves are born from defensive meltdowns. What happened in this game? First goal, I'll give the defense. You'd like a save from Shesterkin there on the Marner goal. The Nylander goal, you've got 2 guys in front. Only one of them is the opposing team. And I think Gustafsson ended up getting a piece of it, which you'd prefer your defenseman not to score on you. Or if he's going to be in front of the goaltender, you would prefer him to be trying to move a player, and instead Tyler Bertuzzi is just able to set up camp there to the point where he might have even been starting to roast marshmallows. It was that bad. And then you have the third goal, which is John Tavares being just left alone in front of Igor Shesterkin. Barclay Goodrow needs GPS because he was completely lost near a face-off dot. I understand that Tavares is aging and having a down season. That is still a very, very good player, and you can't leave him alone like that in front of Igor Shesterkin. The 3 goals were not great. I thought Shesterkin made a couple of good saves in the shootout, or not in the shootout, in overtime. The shootout was interesting. I'm not going to give him any guff for the Marner goal in the shootout because that was just filthy. The Max Domi one, I mean, listen. Was it the best shootout goal? No. But I've said this before with the NHL and with any hockey player. The great hockey players just kind of make time and make space. The shootout, everyone is given time and space. Have I mentioned that I hate the shootout? I hate every league's overtime rules. It just dawns upon me. Because I've whined a lot about the runner on second, and I whine a lot about the shootout. But you know what? Until they make it not terrible, I'm going to complain about it. It's a shootout loss, man. I don't know what you want. And so while I would have preferred them to have won the first game that I got to watch in like 2 weeks, I can't be too upset over this. I thought they still played pretty And so while it's a bummer that they lost the first game I got to watch in like 2 weeks, the offense still looked good. The second line still clicked. Lafreniere continues to grow and develop. Ultimately, it was a shootout loss against another really, really good playoff team. And I believe they are 9-2 over their last 11. I'm not going to be too harsh about it. I'm bummed, but sometimes you just can't win. And to briefly touch on it, the Rempe-Reeves fight was very entertaining. I loved Reeves' little nod of approval after the fight. That was just so nice. It was perfect to end that. And yeah, Matt Rempe in the playoffs is going to be fascinating to watch. And you might say, Weston, I don't think that he's going to make the playoff roster. He's a rookie and he's not great offensively. And I would say, brother, it is the playoffs. Who asked you about offense? They play again Monday night. They are back in Madison Square Garden to take on the Florida Panthers. That game is at 7 p.m. Eastern, and I'll be here afterwards to talk about it. But as for right now, that is all I have to say. So if you enjoyed the video, please consider to like and subscribe. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day. And as always, go Rangers.